So spoilers for Post Wano. However, out of all the Yonko who have Devil Fruit so far, it's very funny that Buggy has had his the longest, and it's funnier still that he actually parallels with Blackbeard in this way, because Blackbeard has had his powers for the shortest amount of time out of the three Yonko who have Devil Fruit powers, meaning Luffy is right smack dab in the middle. What is more interesting about this further is that when you think about Black Blades, right? So Yoru and Shusui at the moment right now, we don't know too much about Black Blades as it stands now. However, we do know that Haki has to be involved with their creation and the reason why they are permanently black. So keeping that in mind, if Black Blades inherit the properties of Haki, meaning that they disable Devil Fruit powers upon contact, it is super funny now that Buggy fought somebody technically with a Black Blade and his powers still worked. So if this is true, this means that Buggy's reaction time is faster than Mihawk's sword swing. Think about that. That has no bearing right now, but that's a very interesting thought, especially seeing as how in the anime, Mihawk hesitates for a little while after he cuts Buggy. So that's kind of interesting in hindsight. However, if you are liking the video so far, could you please hit that like button? And if you really enjoy my content, give me a cut and add to my subscription count by clicking the subscribe button. And in addition, ring that bell so you never miss a Polly P Works video. Also, if you can find it, please hit that hype button. It helps somehow. But continuing. If Buggy is this fast, it honestly makes some sense because everybody out of the Roger Pirates is a monster. Buggy being the least imposing one could make sense in hindsight, seeing as how supposedly it's all based on his perception of himself as opposed to any initial talent that he may or may not have. Because we see in various shots that he often sees himself lesser than Shanks. So now, perhaps stepping away from that, we'll see a whole different character out of Buggy moving forward in the future, seeing as how now he is a Yonko and he's accepting that he is a Yonko. But with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede Works.